How a homeless hero got the last laugh at McDonald's. So last month, my 10-year-old niece, named Ellie, and I were at a McDonald's. I promised her a Happy Meal the next time she visited if she passed her spelling test. On the day that she came over, I opened the door to a beaming, joyful 10-year-old, holding up her spelling test with a 100 written on it in red ink, a smiley face, and the words, "Keep it up," on it. I was proud of her, considering how much she had been practicing her spelling prior to the test. So as promised, I took her to McDonald's where she got her Happy Meal, whereas I got a double quarter pounder with cheese, bacon, and a large fry. Before you guys judge me, I really love McDonald's. Anyway, about 5 minutes into us getting our food, a homeless man walks in. We'll name him Rocco. Rocco was a generally chill guy, who normally just sat on the park bench alone. He never asked for money, just for food. Everyone in the neighborhood who got to know Rocco liked having him around, since he never caused any problems for anyone. So when he walked into the McDonald's, I figured that Lady Luck was finally smiling on him. Rocco goes up to the counter and places his order, a bacon McDouble with a small fry and small drink. Here's where things got a bit messed up. After the employee took Rocco's order, the employee took Rocco's money, put it in his pocket, and then demanded that Rocco leave. Rocco tried to protest, which he had every right to, considering that he paid for his food, but the employee was not having it. This upset Ellie, which I didn't notice until she pulled on my shirt and asked, "Why are they kicking Mr. Rocco out? Did he do something wrong?" As I'm getting ready to answer her question, the employee starts in on Rocco again, threatening to call the cops if he didn't leave. Rocco tried to compromise, asked if he could at least get his money back before he left, but the employee essentially told Rocco to kick rocks. So reluctantly, Rocco left and sat outside. I was getting ready to say something, but another customer beat me to it, a middle-aged African-American woman, with who I assume were her 2 kids who were also worried about Rocco. The woman walks up to the counter and then proceeds to ask the employee if he knows how much he just messed up. The employee shrugged nonchalantly and asked her what she was talking about. She then pointed out that what he did was considered theft. From what she explained, if someone pays for food but doesn't get their food, and the employee refuses to give the customer their money back, that's considered stealing. And since Rocco had both placed and paid for his order by pocketing Rocco's money and then kicking him out, the employee basically just robbed a homeless guy. The employee then tries to justify his actions, saying that he was saving Rocco from himself because if he gave Rocco his money back, he was just gonna use it to buy drugs. The lady then responds, pointing out that if drugs were really what Rocco wanted, then he wouldn't have come into a McDonald's to get a burger. What makes the employee's statement even more messed up is that Rocco is a proud, straight-edge guy, which everyone knew, but the employee apparently didn't. Here's where the ownage comes in. So, as it turned out, the lady who confronted the employee was actually someone from corporate. When she revealed who she was, the color left the employee's face. By this time, Ellie and I had finished our meals and were on our way out the door. As we're leaving, we hear the store manager and the lady from corporate ripping into the employee, calling him unprofessional and telling him how his actions don't represent how McDonald's treats their customers. I didn't hear what happened after that until last week, when I went in for lunch. As I'm walking in, I noticed a new employee at the register, so I asked one of the other employees what happened. From what they told me, the employee was required to give Rocco his money back, plus Rocco's order, and then he was fired immediately after. Fast forward to yesterday, I'm on my way home from work when I run into Rocco, with a big smile on his face. I smile back and ask him how he's doing. He then explains that he actually had a job interview earlier in the week as a dishwasher at a local bistro for $12 an hour. He then tells me that they hired him on the spot, because of his personality, his character, and how he presented himself at the interview. I told him how happy I was for him and that I hope things continued working out for him. We then went to McDonald's, shared a 20-piece chicken McNugget, and then went our separate ways.